Welcome to Boyle County High School here in Danville, Kentucky. It's Rebel Stadium as it's tonight's Class 4A playoffs second round between the Boyle County Rebels and the Letcher County Central Cougars. I'm Anthony Versalia here on Bluegrass Sports Nation, joined alongside my broadcast partner, Mark Young. We also have Matt Hudson here, our producer tonight. Mark, Matt, how y'all doing tonight?
I tell you what, Anthony, we've got a great big crowd here. I mean, we've had a lot of Cougar fans that's made the long trip down here to Danville.
Definitely. We've been at work since we got here for 2 hours trying to set all this up, trying to find power cords. Shout out to Grant Bartow and the Letcher County people for letting the truck there for letting us have this extension cord and finding the right outlet. But glad to be along here. Thank you for joining us here on Facebook and YouTube. And, Boyle County, when you look at this here, Mark Young, they're just loaded. Justin Haddix, he's been here now since the 2020 seasons, won a state championship every time. Boyle County last week successfully defeating Perry County Central in the opening round, 57-7. And the thing you hear the most about Boyle County is their speed.
Yeah, I mean, they're loaded. And like you said, they do have a very large group of talented young men to playing ball. And, a lot of them are already prospects to go on to the next level. But the intro here was awesome. When they were playing, I can feel it in there tonight, and they had all the former players that had been state champions come back and ask, can you feel it, and get the crowd into it. It was kind of neat.
Yeah, 11-0 on the season. Boyle County currently riding a 31-game winning streak. Last loss was on October the 28th, 2022. 1-point loss to Lexington Catholic, 28-27. Excuse me, I'm sorry, correct that. Frederick Douglass, 37-6. Since Haddix has been here, his losses have only been to Lexington schools, LCA, Lexington Catholic, and Frederick Douglass, and riding a 31-game winning streak. That's a whole lot of momentum, Mark Young.
Yeah, it is. I mean, they have a great tradition here, and you have a lot of kids that really love to play the game that transfer in here for that reason.
Yeah, definitely. Boyle County all-time 12-2 in state championship games. Of course, this is the second round. And, of course, before we look at Letcher Central here, one of the players I think to watch tonight for Boyle County will be Montavian Quisenberry, 548 rushing yards on the season and 10 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, he's not a big kid in stature, but, man, he's talented and he's got some speed.
Let's give our sponsors and pay the bills. We'll step out here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe the good guys win.
I believe in cops and firefighters.
I believe in lending a helping hand.
I believe tough times make strong people.
I believe in insurance that's there in good weather and bad.
I believe in sticking together.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
At People's Bank and Trust of Hazard, we're more than just your banker. For over a century, we've stood by your side through the good times and bad. We provide the local touch you want in a banker and the convenience of online banking when you're on the go. Plus, our checking accounts put money back in your pocket. With cashback options and rewards for banking local, we make your money work for you. Call us today to learn more about opening an account. Experience banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust of Hazard. We're here for you. Member FDIC.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
The Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance wants to inform the general public that Little Flower Clinic is a full-service medical clinic available for everyone. We accept most major insurances like the one your employer provides and Medicaid. Little Flower has an experienced staff of medical professionals providing all types of services from general physicians, mental health services, dental, chronic disease case management, and even chiropractic. We have on-site x-ray and laboratory services. Little Flower Clinic, everyone's medical home in the mountains.
And welcome back to Rebel Stadium here in Danville, Kentucky. Boyle County High School, talking about the Letcher County Centrals and Mark Young. They came in, as Ric Flair would say, styling and profiling tonight on the red tour van here. Came in style. And Letcher County Central, I see Superintendent Denise Johnson, her husband here. See Quentin Adams, his mother here, Christy, and lots of other people here tonight. Cougar Nation, Missy Matthews, Brett Smith's parents here as well too. We talked to Todd Kinser earlier and everything. So just a lot of people here tonight. The Cougars 6-5 on the season. I would make the argument, we were talking about this on the way down the night, this season kind of in ways mirrors 2 years ago in the sense of how many games they had that they were so close to winning. They go to Pond Creek a few weeks ago, almost upset Belfry. You and I, a few years ago, watched them almost upset with 4A Player of the Year at the time, Jonah Little, almost beating Johnson Central 35-34. But this team has had an impressive 5-1 record at home, 1-4 on the road, but at the same time, they've had a really good year and been able to overcome some injuries and be here, and they've really earned this spot to play Boyle County in the second round.
Yeah, we have said all year long that their record doesn't show the heart and the effort that these guys have made. And the last couple of games, they've really come on strong. Ever since they played the team in Virginia and did really well again then. So momentum has just kept riding. So I hope these guys come out here and just let it all out and make a great showing.
And that's interesting you make that point up because the few times they had played Wise Central, the games have been really close this year. Letcher County taking care of it 43-0. Big win against Breathitt County and had a close one against Hazard and Raceland as well too. Those in the 1A. But one player that's really, I think, grown a lot from last year, he battled some injuries, but we'll talk about Gunnar Holbrook and just what he's been able to do this season. He's been a real big bright spot for this Cougar offense.
Yeah, I mean, he is the captain on the field, so to speak. I mean, if you knew this young man and get to talk to this young man, his demeanor is just calming. I mean, he is a super cool kid under pressure. And after his injury, I'm sure that this has been a pivotal year for him because he has been a real successful throwing the ball. I mean, the Cougars have 2,100 yards passing this year. So, I mean, he's been real effective, so I'm glad to see these guys are playing at the top of their game right now.
He's also responsible for 24 touchdowns as well as 9 interceptions. As you mentioned, 2,092 yards he's thrown for. Quentin Williams had the 17 yards. And Quentin, what I liked last week at Letcher Central, him and Gavin Howard getting 2 big touchdowns towards the end of the game. And you know, Quentin being a senior, that had to be nice for him to get that on home field, even in the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. For him and Speedy both, I mean, I talked to him before the game a little bit, and you know, it's always hard when you're playing your last home game if you've played sports, but these guys, I was glad to see them both be able to be successful there and really put on a show. I mean, it's a great win for them.
The one thing in common with Letcher Central and Boyle County when I looked at this week is both of these teams have a lot of seniors. So you have a lot of game experience, not just from the high school level, but middle school and the feeder programs on this field tonight. And I think that's going to be interesting to see which seniors really step up and shine. And we know Letcher Central will, Boyle County too as well. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really interesting. I'm going to keep an eye on the linemen inside because our linemen have helped tough all year long, and linemen don't get the credit sometimes that they deserve. So I'm kind of curious to see how these two lines match up.
You think of Sam, when I think of linemen, I think of Sam Webb. I think of Trip Stamper. Kobe Johnson's been able to do it really well in the backfield this year. Then on special teams too, Emma Adams has had a phenomenal year kicking the extra points for Letcher County Central, and she's hit a couple of field goals as well too. Hit that big one a few weeks ago. I believe that was against Taylor County or Whitley County one of the two.
Yeah, she kicked the field goal, which just tickled me to death. I mean, remind me of her old man when he played for me. He did the kicking for us as well. So.
And, you look at it overall, of course, Coach Junior Matthews took over as the head coach here in 2016. Served as many years as an assistant at Whitesburg and at Letcher County Central as well, too. We know Justin Haddix. He's had a coaching career at Perry County Central. He coached at Corbin, was runner-up a couple of times down there in Corbin. And then on top of that, he's been able to win a state championship here every year he's been at Boyle County. Let's toss it back and give our sponsors a little more time, pay the bills. We're getting ready to come up on kickoff. You're listening to, or you're watching the Cougars and Rebels here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
At HCTC, we've got you covered. While you focus on completing your certificate, diploma, or degree, our success coaches will connect you with financial information, tutoring, and so much more. Stay on your path to success at HCTC. Call today at 606-487-3293. We'll never underestimate you.
So yeah, we've hit that time of year. Time to think about saving money. The season of saving and upgrading at Appalachian Wireless. How about a brand new iPhone 13 for just a penny? iPhone 13 128 gig for a penny with a mix and match or unlimited plan. Terms and conditions do apply. Just visit AppalachianWireless.com for details. So let's do some saving and upgrading because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
And we're set for kickoff. Welcome back here to Boyle County High School. The Rebels have won the toss, and they will receive. We're running a little low here on battery camera. Producer telling us here.
No, not low on battery. Just we're kind of low down tonight. We're,
volume-wise.
Yeah, where we're sitting at.
Yeah.
So it's like if someone walks in front of the camera, it's trying to be a little more tonight.
Oh, I thought you meant. I didn't know what you meant there in the commercial break. Location. Yeah, we're opposite side out of the press box. We're on the visiting side. We're right in the middle of Cougar Nation. Jackson Meade to kick off for Letcher County Central. What are you expecting for the Rebels on this first drive of offense, Mark?
Well, I'm going to put my money on Quisenberry.
And here we go. Low kick. It'll go out of bounds. That'll give Boyle County 1st and 10 at the 35. No time off the clock. Talking this week to the players, they're focused. Letcher County Central is. Mark, overall, what did you feel like from the players that you talked to? You mentioned a few others. I talked to a couple of parents this week. They were ready and excited about this game.
Yeah, I mean, this is the time of year you just come in and let it all hang out and let the chips fall where they may. And these guys come in here with their heads on straight. It seemed like they're ready to play.
Get a look at Baylor Murphy for the Rebels. Having a good year this year. Brought that a little higher up in the 35. Brown able to break away and brought down in the backfield. And a big stop there by the Cougars.
Yeah, Smith, he got to him first, but Big Canaan Surgeon wrapped him up there and brought him down. I mean, it's a nice play by the Cougars. Good penetration. That line made a big push forward.
And that goes back to one of the key things that you said there, Mark, about watching the line. And that was key right there on the first play, 2nd and 10 here for the Rebels.
We know both offenses can score quickly, though.
On the handoff, Driver going to go right side and stopped again. No gain, so this brings up 3rd and 10 for the Rebels.
Yeah, Dawson Kinzer come up and close that edge down pretty quickly there, so it's, again, they just strung it out and made the play.
They'll officially mark it 3rd and 12. Already Boyle County in 2 plays have yet to go to the air just yet. One man set back. And they go to the air. And it's going to be incomplete. And just like that, Mark Young, 3 and out for the Rebels.
Well, it's 4th down. I don't know if they're going out or not. I don't see any change on the field yet.
Coach Haddox has been known to roll the dice, so he's going to roll it here on 4th and long for the Rebels. See if they try to draw the Cougars offside. Mix up here for the Rebels, still getting the instructions. About 14 on the play clock here. They're going to go. Pass. And it's broken up. That was intended for Quisenberry. And the Cougars turn it over on downs, and they will have great field position roughly at the Boyle County 39.
Yeah, Ramsey come up there. Speedy come up, made a good lick just as the ball touched his hands and was able to knock that ball out. Great defensive stand for the Cougars. Now starting on their own side of the field. That's pretty sweet.
Cougar bench going wild over here. Boyle County a little, so far looking a little surprised there. And now we'll see what the Cougars can do. Quick 4 and out there. And here we go. Holbrook getting his first look tonight on his first drive for the Cougars. Branham thought about motion. Quarterback keeper out to the left side. Roughly will get about 5 yards on the play and gets out of bounds, and a good run by the Cougars.
Yeah, Holbrook was able to get on that outside edge there with a good block and was able to get part of the first down yardage already. I mean, he's got four yards, I think, is what they ended up giving him.
Bodner got him there out of bounds. The shotgun again for the Cougars. Little toss. Smith up the middle. Oh, and he's going to get about 2 on the play. So this will bring up 3rd and 4 for the Cougars.
Yeah, he ran into Maury Brown there, and he put him at an abrupt halt. That was a nice open field tackle.
Of course, we talked earlier with Coach Travis Lefew here, the AD at Boyle County, and just treated us really well here. Good seeing him tonight. Played at the University of Louisville from 01 to 05 and played for the Green Bay Packers. And so, as you mentioned earlier in the pregame, Boyle County, they've got the studs. Still looking for Jacob Tammy. 3rd and 2, they're going to give it officially for the Cougars. Ramsey in motion. Williams went right up the center and be close to the first down marker.
Quentin Williams.
Where they got it marked at, I don't know. It'd be close.
It's going to be 4th down as we see the official marker there. And they're going to need to get to about the 29, I believe.
Yeah, about a yard.
So we'll roughly say the 30. That's a good run there. Just they plugged the hole up quickly.
Yeah, they just stacked up the box on the Cougars when they realized it was a run. So
we're going to have a timeout, Letcher County Central. Let's take it back to let's take a timeout with them. We'll be back on BSN.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
$9:18 to go in the first quarter. The Cougars take a timeout on this 4th and 1 play, and they're getting ready to come up to the line. Anthony, what do you think they're going to run?
I think maybe another draw. Maybe give it to Williams. Maybe Kobe Johnson sneak that in here, and we'll see what they draw up. It's going to be a run play, I think, for sure. And Williams is going to, nope. Yeah, he's going to take it.
And he
No, stopped right away. And if anything, so now both teams have turned it over on downs. But I like the timeout there by Coach Matthews to get the team focused and to make sure they get what they wanted. The hole just got plugged up quickly.
It really did. I thought they might go for a hard count there and hoping to draw them off lines, but they tried a quick snap, and it just wasn't able to produce.
Boyle County will have it 1st and 10 at their own 31. Here's the speed. That's Brown. Wrapped up. And he's going to have enough for the first down, so that'll move the chains, and they'll have it spotted at the 42.
Yeah, that's a Hatton and Watts first down play by Brown.
No huddle for the Rebels. Cougars getting on quickly. Murphy back, and the pass, once again, incomplete, intended for Smith down the left side. 2nd and 10, Boyle County.
Yeah, he looked to me as if he'd lost his footing there or something. I mean, it was just an errant pass. The kid ran a good pattern and was open, but he just didn't make the connection.
Maury Brown has just over 1,100 yards and 14 touchdowns rushing. You got to wonder when they're going to start going to him here pretty soon. And then when you have Quisenberry there with 10 touchdowns, it's a dual threat in the backfield. And this time they go to Quisenberry. He went right, and he's got the hole. He's going to go to the house. Into the 10, untouched, touchdown, Boyle County. That covers 57 yards. And with 8:42 remaining already, 6-0 Rebels.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of come up and stacked up the box, and once he shot through the gap with his speed, they just wasn't no catching him.
Just went right up the middle and cut it to the left. Andrew Carr on for the point after 4, the Rebels. Make it no good. And it'll stay 6-0 Boyle County. We'll take it to the commercial break here on BSN.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
.8:42 left in the first quarter. The Rebels were able to strike pay dirt first with a 57-yard run and missed the point after. So here we go.
Put on the kickoff. Ramsey gets it deep. Goes to the right. Immediately tackled by a host of the Rebels, and the Cougars will have it just above the 10-yard line. So pinned deep back in their own backfield, Mark Young.
Yeah, I mean, they just pursued the kick very well, and he had nowhere to go.
So they'll officially mark it Letcher Central at their own 12. 1st and 10. Williams back with Holbrook. Receivers bunched up out of the shotgun. Good snap. Pass incomplete, but Brown off of the deflection as it was intended for Kinser nearly had an interception. Cougars fortunate to still have the ball.
Absolutely. I mean, Brown kind of mad at himself, even though he made a diving attempt to catch it there, but
it's a 53-yard score by Quisenberry on that last play after Boyle County went 4 and out. Letcher Central went 4 and out, and on their second drive of the series, they score on the second down play. Letcher Central, this is their second drive of the series, and they got 8 on the play clock. Same formation out of the shotgun. Reverse. Smith come up right side, but immediately gets a few yards and is driven out of bounds by multiple Rebels.
Well, the White Hat said he never made it out of bounds, so.
Oh, well. Well, we are sitting down in a position, have some of the players ahead of me, but right there, Logan in on the tackle as well as Quisenberry. Lots of players in there. It's going to bring up 3rd down for the Cougars now. See what they can draw up here. What are you doing right now if you're Holbrook in the offense here for the Cougars, Mark, on this play?
Well, they're going to have to do some kind of misdirection or a slant pattern pass or something because they're just stepped up in the box and expecting to run.
Back out of the shotgun again. Caught. Smith got away from one, but then brought back
to number 8.
And this will bring up 4th down for the Cougars. Richards on the tackle there, and looks like the Cougars are going to send out the special teams.
Yeah, he's about a yard and a half short, so I'm sure that they're going to kick it away this close into their own end zone.
Quisenberry will be back deep for the Rebels. Smith back deep to punt for the Cougars. 17 on the play clock. Oh, snap. Ball bounces at the 47, back into Rebel territory. It'll be fielded there by Ramsey at the 48-yard line. So Boyle County will have it on their own 48 to start this drive. And coming back out here, if you're Boyle County, do you stick with the run there, Mark, or do you try to maybe go to the air?
Well, I'm sure they're going to do a little of both. If the Cougars start stacking out of the box, they'll go with those short passes like they did before, or maybe take a shot at a long one. And then if the Cougars back up a little bit, of course, they're going to give it to Quisenberry.
Rebels averaging 47.4 points per game on the year. Motions of the receivers bunched up. And motion. They go with Brown. Again, goes right up the middle. He's going to have enough for the first down into Cougar territory at roughly about the 39-yard line. So it'll be a gain of 13.
Yeah, that's another Hatton and Watts first down there, Anthony.
And number 42, Spooky Johnson, plays off Boyle.
And, of course, Boyle County's opponents this season averaging 9.5 points per game. They only have given up 105 this season. A little bit of a variation of the formation from the last play, pistol. There's a handoff again, left side. Brown gets a couple of yards and is brought down quick.
Yeah, they're just changing the setup and giving them a lot of different looks at the ball, but so they're basically going to focus on Brown and Quisenberry. They got him out there as a receiver, so watch a short pass to him.
Officially gave him 3 yards as the gainage that last play. Murphy taking his time. Brown with him in the backfield. 10 on the play clock for the Rebels. Go with Brown again. Sargent right there and wraps him up. It'll bring up 3rd down for the Rebels.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good defensive stand. And again, big Kanan Sargent there out up the middle was not going to let anything happen.
Mark, has it surprised you a little bit that the Cougars have been able to get on a few plays into the backfield like they have? We saw on the first drive, and now on this drive, Cougars have been able to get back there a few times.
Well, you know, I mentioned it's going to be a battle of the line, so.
And with that veteran core of the Cougars, they've been around.
Yeah, in the last couple of games, they've been playing really well. The last game, I was impressed with their defense completely.
Pass. Incomplete intended there on the left side. Just a little too high to Bodner. This will bring up again 4th down for the Rebels. And you know Coach Haddox, he's no stranger to taking the risks, and he's going to go for it here.
Well, yeah, I mean, he went for it when they were on their side of the 50, so they're on the Cougar side of the 50 now, I have no doubt.
Pistol formation. And he's wrapped up right away in the backfield, and that's going to turn the ball over on downs. And that was to Brown and the Cougars right there to get another big stop, and we'll have decent field position on this offensive series.
Yeah, that was a great defensive stand for the Cougars. I mean, there was nothing doing. They just clogged up the hole and made a great tackle.
And here's a surprising stat, Mark Young. Who would have thought coming into this game that Boyle County would be 0-2 on 4th down conversions tonight?
Yeah, really. I mean, take back that one big play, and we still have a tie ball game.
Playoff update, they said over on the PA, Bardstown leading Allen County Scottville 14-0. Those are scores closer to this area here. Holbrook out to Williams. Has some room. Comes up the right side. May have got back to the line of scrimmage or about a gain of 1. This will bring up 2nd down for the Cougars. It's going to give him an official gain of 1 there, Mark.
Yeah, I mean, that play looked great. It just was slow developing, and the Rebels were able to adjust their defense and pursue really quickly.
Perfect night of fall football weather, playoff weather. You can feel it in the air. Out of the pistol formation again here for the Cougars. Holbrook has some time. Smith on the catch. Had it center, goes up right. And a host of Rebels there in on the tackle. Logan and McPherson. And this will bring up 3rd and about 3 for the Cougars.
Yeah, that was a nice grab by Smith there. They made contact just as soon as he caught the ball, and he bounced off and was able to get some yardage out of it. So that's what he does best.
I like the patience here by the Cougars. They're not really rushing anything. Holbrook had a lot of time in the backfield there to get the ball off, and it paid off. And as you mentioned, Smith, even with the speed when he got hit, was still able to make a positive out of something that didn't look like it was going to be much more yardage. 3 men back, excuse me. And we're going to have a timeout. Letcher flag on the play, so hold the phone.
Delay a game, I think.
We'll see. Well, let's see what the official. Well, it's going to be a timeout. Letcher Central. They catch the break, and we'll take a break here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe the good guys win.
I believe in cops and firefighters.
I believe in lending a helping hand.
I believe tough times make strong people.
I believe in insurance that's there in good weather and bad.
I believe in sticking together.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
.329 to go in the first quarter. Cougars have the ball. 45-yard line, making the drive.
They have 1 timeout remaining. They've taken 2 already. Back split, about 3 backs in the backfield with Holbrook. They're going to go Williams. And he couldn't get anywhere. Nowhere. No. Tried to get somewhere and maybe lost a couple of yards on that play. So this will bring up 4th down for the Cougars.
Yeah, Kane Logan shot the gap and, man, met him in the backfield. I mean, he didn't even have a chance to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Officially a loss of 1. Brett Smith, the kick. Quisenberry back for the Rebels. Great facility here, Mark Young. I meant to say earlier, this is my first time being here. It kind of reminds you of Johnson Central to an extent, but a great facility here in Boyle County. Smith with a great snap and a pretty decent kick here. Will take a bounce at the 26. Williams back there, and he'll field it at about the 21-yard line. So your defense has stepped up on 2 out of the 3 drives that Boyle County has had. This is their 4th drive. When do you think Boyle County is going to try to go to the air? Because they've tried it a couple of times, Mark Young, and the passes have just missed just a few times here and there.
Well, with this cold air, it may make a little bit of a difference, but they will keep throwing the pass, especially the short and outs, to try to keep the Cougars from stacking them in the box and give a running room for Brown and Quisenberry.
And they go to the air. Brown on the far side. That's the right side. Wrapped up immediately, but picks up significant amount of yards. It'll be about second. Excuse me, check that Quisenberry on the pass there. Couldn't see the number there on the far side. Brett Smith there on the tackle. And we have a flag on the play.
Yeah, they may have got to get a pick over there. I'm not sure.
Don't know if the white hat is macked up to get the official word, but we'll see.
Face mask again, the Cougars.
First penalty of the game for the Cougars. Spot a foul, so that gives another first down, and that's the Hatton and Watts first down here for the Rebels, and that'll put them just at the 40, their own 41.
Yeah, he must have turned his head pretty much. They marked it off good yardage there. It wasn't inadvertent.
Yeah, on that far side, very hard to see there. And here we go. On the pistol formation, Rebels. Murphy looking. Pass is caught right in the center of the field, wrapped up by a host of Cougars. And Driver on the catch, and that's going to be another Hatton and Watts first down. Boyle County moving the ball here on this drive.
Yeah, I mean, they just literally got up, run a quick set offense, and making a pass.
And right back to the no huddle they go. We saw that on a few drives back. They're sticking with that here. Brown switches side, was to the right. He'll get the handoff. Right side. He's going to break some tackles, and he's going to be stepped out of bounds. But it'll be enough again, or close. We'll see if they give it the first down. I think it will be. And that'll be another Hatton and Watts first down. And Kinser was able to take him out of bounds, but boy, that was so close. He was close to breaking it again, Mark Young.
Yeah, if Kinser hadn't nudged him and got enough to get him out of bounds, I mean, he was gone. So he's got amazing speed.
Brown and, of course, Quisenberry in the backfield. Just that speed we've talked about, heard it all night or all week. And they're showing it right now here late in the first quarter again. Murphy looking to pass, and it's going to be caught into the end zone. Touchdown, Boyle County. That's Quisenberry again from 26 yards out. The ball was bobbled, but he was able to pull it in and bring it down. Boyle County up 12-0.
I mean, it's that beautiful catch. I mean, really beautiful catch.
And it will be on the field, or on the Cook, or Andrew Cook, excuse me. He's now 56 of 59 on extra points, but he didn't miss that one. Make that 57 of 60. 13-0, 1:53 remaining in the first quarter. Back in a little bit on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
With 1:53 left in the first quarter, the score is 13-0 in favor of the Rebels. Quisenberry caught a nice pass there, made a really nice catch. I mean, he stretched out and rolled into the end zone. Carr come on and kick the extra point, so 13-0.
Want to give a shout out to my good friend, used to work with him at UPS, watching us all the way in Louisville, Kentucky tonight. George Stone, thank you for tuning us in on Bluegrass Sports Nation. Hope you and your daughters, Trinity and Kristen, are doing well. Hope Kristen has a good year at Louisville Southern this year. Here we go deep. Oh, no, onside. Still loose.
Onside.
We'll see who got it. Boyle County saying they got it. No official word yet. Still a pile on. I think you're right, Mark, but we'll see if the Cougars may have got it. No sign yet. Yeah, Rebels got it. No, Cougars keep it. So Cougars very fortunate there. The Rebels caught them off guard, and now Letcher Central will have it at their own 48 as Garrett Howard, the junior, gets the recovery.
Yeah, when they unpiled it there, Garrett Howard had the ball. So.
I honestly think the Rebels had the ball.
Yeah, I think he may have robbed them on that one a little bit. So
Garrett Howard's arm strength may have came up with it.
Speaking of shout-outs, I'm going to give a shout-out to Bumper Adams there. He's watching SQ's grandfather. Bump and I worked together and coached together for years.
We love you, Bump. Hope you're doing well, man. Saw your daughter here, Christy, just sitting to the right of us here. Pistol formation here for the Cougars. Smith in motion going right to left. Holbrook looking. Here's the pump. Intended for Keaston Branham, but that's going to sail out of bounds. This will bring up 2nd and 10 for the Cougars.
Yeah, I mean, that one got away from Holbrook.
And you look at Letcher County Central, of course, coming into this game tonight. I would think so far where you're at, you've got to be happy, Mark, with the fact that you have stopped this Boyle County defense 2 times on 4th down. Offense now just needs to find a way to kind of contain that speed of the Rebels. We saw Holbrook had a lot of time the last time to throw it. See if they can connect on some passes and runs here.
Yeah, all you can do is ask them to execute the best of their ability.
Holbrook looking, pressure coming. Smith up to the 45, falls into Rebel territory. And this should be enough for, it's going to be close. Be 3rd down, I believe. Yeah.
That's a couple of times I saw the Cougars slip and slide on this field. I don't know if it's something about the field or...
Well, we did see rain coming down the Parkway and Interstate tonight earlier. Maybe it got some here. And the pass is incomplete, intended for Speedy down the right side, and he just couldn't bring it in time. And so this is going to bring about 4th, and they're going to say 1.
Yeah, I mean, and that's all they've done was getting enough for a 1st down there. So if they back up and respect his speed enough and give him that 4 or 5 yard cushion, they're going to try to take advantage of it.
1:16 remaining on the clock. 13-0 Rebels. 15 on the play clock. Letcher Central 0 of 1 tonight on 4th downs. Out of the shotgun. Holbrook looking. He's got time. Here comes the rush. And Branham, just overthrown as Brown had the defense right on him there at center. Great effort there by the Cougars. And if Branham's just there a little bit more, that's going to be into the Rebel red zone.
Yeah, I mean, he's their go-to guy, especially when they're throwing up the middle. So just out of his reach, just a hair.
So now the Cougars 0 of 2 tonight on 4th down conversions. And several playoff action going on tonight, not only throughout the mountains of Eastern Kentucky, but here in Central Kentucky as well, too, out in Western Kentucky. This time out of the eye for Pistol. Pass caught. Oh, what a hit by Ramsey. Pass was complete to Driver up at the midfield, but you thought Ramsey just took him out. What a hit there, Mark Young.
Yeah, it was. I mean, that was a shot.
50 seconds to play here in the opening quarter. Pistol formation again. Murphy. Oh, it's bobbled. And that pass intended for Bodner. And Cougars might have just maybe could have seen it a little quicker, could have maybe had an interception, but very fortunate that the Rebels dropped it there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Bodner got a great vertical leap because he went up high to even get his hands on that. He just couldn't come down with it.
3rd down, Rebels. Pistol formation. They got there on the far side. Bodner and Quisenberry. They're going to go with Brown. He's going to come left. And right there, Williams Smith and Outlaw and Howard and Surgeon all in on the tackle in the backfield. It'll bring up 4th down for the Rebels.
Yeah, that was a whole slew of Cougars there. They strung it out and made a great play. I mean, nice defensive play.
So it's going to be 4th and 2 they officially have up there on the scoreboard. Might be a little bit more than that. And I think Boyle County is going to let the first quarter clock run out, and they are. Well, no, hold on. They got 5 to get it off. They're going to go with it. Murphy, pump fake, throws, pass. Intercepted. Nope, incomplete. But that brings us to the end of the first quarter. And your score, Boyle County Rebels 13, Letcher County Central Cougars 0. Letcher Central will have the ball to start the second quarter when we come back on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
At HCTC, we've got you covered. While you focus on completing your certificate, diploma, or degree, our success coaches will connect you with financial information, tutoring, and so much more. Stay on your path to success at HCTC. Call today at 606-487-3293. We'll never underestimate you.
And we're getting ready to start the second quarter with the Cougars in control of the football after they made their defensive stand there. So just got a report from one of my buddies, Manus Blair. He said Hazard is leading 14-0 over Williamsburg. So
that's in Williamsburg tonight, so on the road there. Hazard, that was an opponent that Letcher Central almost had at Daniel Field earlier this season. And now the Cougars looking to, with great field position here, looking to get some momentum on offense. They've had it a couple of times, but see what they can pull up on this one. Shotgun formation this time. Williams the only one in the back. Smith in motion. Go with Williams center, and he's going to get some positive yards out to the 45-yard line, so he'll pick up a 3. He'll bring up 2nd and 7 for the Cougars.
The Cougars, one of them had their helmet ripped off, so they has to come out for a play. But
Sam Webb coming out to the field for the Cougars. Did you catch who had his helmet ripped off there, Mark?
Score from Breathitt County Beechwood. Beechwood up 14-7, start of the second quarter.
Yes, Stephen Bingham's one had this, lost his headgear.
Same formation again for the Cougars. Pass, caught. Kinser is going to get out of bounds. It'll be enough for a Hatton and Watts first down, wrapped up by Joaquim Ray on the play. And the Cougars with their first down of the game, I believe, Mark Young, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they're taking his short passes. If they're going to give him 5 yards at a pop, they'll do it.
Into Rebel territory, Smith in motion. Holbrook looking for him. Pass to Kinser complete. Up to the 40-yard line.
That was the face mask.
And the tackle there by Bodner, or Bodner, and I guess they got, as you said, did you see it there? What angle did he get him there, Mark, on the face mask?
Yeah, I mean, it was inadvertently, but he was wanting it called awful bad.
Same formation for the Cougars again. Complete to Speedy. Speedy at the 40, but brought down immediately by the Rebels, and that's going to be a brought down there, and he has been by Driver, and Driver has been all over the side of the defense this season. Been a big bright spot for it. He came into the night having 4 defensive sacks and 71 total tackles.
Right, I tell you what, he's filling the gap right now really quick.
3rd and 6 now for the Cougars.
I had to give you one.
Here we go, Cougars. They're going to say about 3rd and 5 now. Williams single line in the backfield here with Holbrook. Taking his time, looking, has time, pass into Boyle County coverage. Right there at the ball was Bodner, and this will bring up 4th down for the Cougars. I think you go for it here if you coach Matthews. What do you got to lose, Mark?
Yeah, Big Yoakum was right in Holbrook's face as he was throwing that ball. I mean, he put pressure on him. So
4th and 5 from the 41 Cougars.
As good as my defense has been playing, why not?
Oh, trips to the left, 2 to the right. Cougar Nation wasn't a penalty there, but the lineman got back, and we're going to have a timeout, Letcher County Central. Yep, that will be their final timeout of the half. We'll take a break here on Bluegrass Sports Nation, 13-0 Rebels.
Timeout, Letcher County.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
$10 to go in the second quarter. Cougars got the ball on their own 41, or on the Rebels 41, but they're going for a 4th and 5 here. So they took a timeout to make sure that they had the play they wanted.
And that was the last timeout for the Cougars, so no more this half. And we'll see what they draw up here. The last 2 times they've come out of a timeout, not been able to convert to get the first down. Same formation with receivers bunched to the left, 3, 2 to the right. Holbrook rolling out. Has time. Intended for Smith. And that's a happening. It's first down. And the Cougars are into the Rebel red zone for the first time tonight in their second first down. That time Mark Young getting paid off as the Cougars will have it at the Rebel 14.
Yeah, he did a great job keeping his feet in bounds, too, to make sure there was no problem at all.
No huddle for the Cougars. Out to Williams, and Williams brought up right away in the backfield. That's going to be Gage Feltner in on the tackle, and maybe a loss. We'll bring up 2nd down for the Cougars.
Yeah, the Rebels matched up with that kind of play really well because of their speed as well. So I'm not sure how well that's going to bode for the Cougars.
Yeah, the slant passes, because right when you throw them, it's almost like Boyle County knows they're back there because of their speed very quickly. And they're going to give it officially a loss of 1. So Cougars with a chance here to get some points on the board. This time Williams back with Holbrook. Receivers bunched up. And Pistol. Here comes the pressure. Pass. It's caught inside the 5-yard line to Ramsey. And that will be enough again, or close to a Cougar first down. We'll see where they officially mark it if they give him the yards. But an impressive play there for the Cougars. And I just looked, and we got a bunch of horns here, Mark Young, train horns.
Yeah.
They're going to give them a first
not
down.
Only travel, but they're rowdy.
So that's going to be a Hatton and Watts first down at the 1. So the Cougars now have an opportunity to punch it into the end zone and cut it to 7, excuse me. 10 on the play clock. High formation for the Cougars. Johnson in the backfield. It's going to go to him, I believe. 3 on the play clock. 2. Oh, it's a quarterback sneak. No sign yet. Did he get in? Coaches are saying for Letcher Central, and it's an ARH touchdown. Gunnar Holbrook from 1 yard out. 13-6, Boyle County. 8:38 to go in the second quarter, and the Cougars are on the board. Letcher Central converted on a 4th and 5. Brett Smith made an incredible catch at the 14, and now Emma Adams will be on for the point after. Adams has had a great season at kicking the extra points and can cut this to 6 if it goes through. Kick on the way. Just to the left and can't get it to go, so it'll stay 13-6. Rebels will be back on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
So yeah, we've hit that time of year. Time to think about saving money. You know, the season of saving and upgrading at Appalachian Wireless. How about a brand new iPhone 13 for just a penny? iPhone 13 128 gig for a penny with a mix and match or unlimited plan. Terms and conditions do apply. Just visit AppalachianWireless.com for details. So let's do some saving and upgrading because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
.38 to go in the second quarter. The Cougars were able to get that in for a score, and at 13-6, Cougars are making a good showing and a ball game out of this thing as they get ready to kick off. Big Jackson meet.
Back deep there for the Rebels. McPherson. And the quick down the right side. It's going to go out of bounds. And want to give a shout out to Drum Thorn. It's going to be a penalty on the play there. Drum Thornsberry tuning us in here tonight on Bluegrass Sports Nation. Drum, hope you and your family are doing well. I also give a shout out to my parents tuning in here tonight. And Mark, anyone else you want to give a shout out to right now?
I see Jim Bob McCauley's on here watching, and so is Coulter Sumter.
A couple of good characters there in Letcher County. Here he goes. I figured Coulter would be hunting or something. And Jim Bob fishing, maybe. I don't know. No. Thank you guys for watching and tuning us in tonight here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. Here we go. Boyle County, decent field position as it was a penalty ball went out of bounds. All time here for Buddy. He's going to pass his caught down into Cougar territory. Still on his feet is Driver. Driver brought down at about the 10-yard line by Kinzer, and that's going to be a gain of about 53 yards.
Yeah, Driver's just a big old, tall, lanky kid that can go up and got some good hands on him. I mean, and he runs hard afterwards.
I don't know if I said McPherson on the quarterback. Sorry if I did. I meant Murphy there. So Murphy had the time to throw it. Got it in, and Boyle County going with the no huddle.
They have to wait on the chain gang to get down there.
They hustling. Good setup here at Boyle County. Said cars all around. You got the track, and now there's, I don't know if they're going to reset the play clock or not. No, they did. They just did. 13-6 Cougars giving it to the Rebels, but Rebels looking to punch in another score here unless the Cougars can force a turnover. That'd be huge, wouldn't it, Mark?
Yeah, they really, really need a defensive stand right here. That would make a statement.
I formation here. Or pistol, excuse me. Brown's going to keep it left side. Shake and bake, break some tackles. And he gets into the end zone from 12 yards out. Brown had to fight for that, did some shake and bake, and was able to cross the line for our ARH touchdown score, 19-6 Boyle County.
And to attempt the extra point, number 89, Carr.
Andrew Carr on for the point after. Bodner in on the hold. Through the middle, 20-6, Rebels on top of the Cougars. Back shortly on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
The Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance wants to inform the general public that Little Flower Clinic is a full-service medical clinic available for everyone. We accept most major insurances like the one your employer provides and Medicaid. Little Flower has an experienced staff of medical professionals providing all types of services from general physicians, mental health services, dental, chronic disease case management, and even chiropractic. We have on-site x-ray and laboratory services. Little Flower Clinic, everyone's medical home in the mountains.
With 8:12 to go in the second quarter, the Rebels were able to answer that score back with a 12-yard run by Brown, and the score is 20-6 favor of the Rebels, and they're getting ready to kick off to the Cougars once again.
Carr will be kicking off. Back will be Ramsey and Smith. Alongside Cantor and Williams, you got to see if Carr will try to go for an onside like they did the last time. Nope, they decide to go deep this time. Good kick. Smith will field it deep inside the 5. He's going to come reverse right and wrapped up. Holds on to the ball, and he'll be at the 15-yard line, 14-yard line, 1st and 10 Cougars. So Boyle County goes down. They answer really quick. Mark, what are you doing right now if you're Coach Matthews and company for this drive?
You just got to keep it cool and do just like they did last drive. Take the quick yardage that they give you, and if they start cheating up, go long.
Slight breeze now coming in. I think Mark and Matt are freezing up there. I'm a little bit below them. So how's that wind hitting you there, Matt?
I can't feel my right hand at the moment. So
pistol formation here. Williams just in the back to the right there of Holbrook. And going to go Williams. And he's going to look to pass with some trickery. And the pass intended for Smith down the left side. Right there on the pass was Bodner. 2nd and 10 Cougars.
Yeah, Bodner had Smith covered really well, but that was a nice pass by Q. I mean, he could let it rip.
He had all the time, and you're right. Good coverage there just for Boyle County. And now the Cougars going to have it 2nd and 10. 8 minutes exactly to go until halftime. Thank you for joining us here on Bluegrass Sports Nation tonight. We've seen a lot of ARH scores here so far. Thank you, ARH, and all of our sponsors. Under 10 on the play clock. It's going to show 6 now. Same formation for the Cougars. Holbrook with time. Williams. Oh! It was intended for Williams. He didn't turn around quick enough, and Richards nearly had the pick. This will bring up 3rd down for the Cougars.
Yeah, I mean, fortunately for the Cougars, he wasn't able to hang on that ball because he had a cakewalk into the end zone. I mean, there was no one there. He made a nice read on that ball. He just didn't come down with it.
20 on the play clock, Cougars. Time, they will receive the ball to start the second half. Rebels were 4 and out on their first play, or their first drive. Williams this time will switch to the right side like last time. 5 on the play clock now to get it off. Holbrook with time, throws it, and intended for Williams, but nobody there down the right side. In the vicinity of the area was Gage Feltner. And if I'm not mistaken, Feltner played at Perry Central for a little bit or grew up in the Perry County schools. No, he was that's Neil Feltner, who used to be a principal a long time ago. Thank Drums Thornsberry for that information at Perry Central. And so got a connection from the mountains on this Boyle County team.
Well, absolutely. I mean, who wouldn't want to play?
4th and 10 for the Cougars. Brown and Quisenberry back deep. Smith gets it, and he's going to fake it. Pass is thrown, and it's batted down. Tenser was right there, as well as Quisenberry, and that was just a battle of the balls there, and just a breakup. And I admire and don't blame it all for the Cougars rolling the dice there.
Yeah, I mean, they've kind of gave him free reign all year to read that he's a soccer style kicker, and if he sees an opening, then they give him free reign to make that choice. So just didn't get it to come down. I mean, we had guys back there. Nice try.
And that will put Boyle County at the 19 of Letcher County Central, so back in the red zone. Well, you think if Quisenberry catches that, Mark, do you really want to catch that there and then have an immediate tackle? You know, you lose all that great field position.
Right. Normally, I would say no, but with Quisenberry catching it, I'm not so sure because he's tough.
Under 10 on the play clock for the Rebels. They have all 3 timeouts. Brown shifts to the right here. He's going to get the handoff again. He's going to break some tackles and I think get to the 10 or just inside the 10. Be close to the first down.
Yeah, that's the interesting blocking scheme there. Driver, the defensive end actually came through and took out the linebacker to allow him to shoot up through there and get that yardage.
Feels like that's a name we've been saying a whole lot tonight on the defensive end. Driver, as we mentioned earlier, 4 sacks this year. He has had an incredible season for the Rebels. They're 1 yard from a first down with 15 on the play clock. This time Brown switches from the right to the left of Murphy. Thrown out in the flats. Quisenberry has it. Left side, and there's going to be a flag on the play, and I believe this will be a holding possibly on Smith for the Rebels. And if it is, that's a big break for the Cougars.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that they didn't throw a flag on that block over there. I mean, it was a good, clean block, but, man, it was a blind side.
So they got the block on outlaw. They've got a holding call.
Yeah.
So it will be against the Rebels. Back them up some yards, and they'll replay second down with just over 7 minutes to go until halftime. Any other scores have been passed along to you, Matt, that you know of in the playoffs going on throughout Kentucky?
Check in here in just a minute.
Well, Louisville Central's trailing Garrett County 7-6. As it just went over the PA. Here's the pass. It's caught, and the touchdown from 18 yards out. That goes to Driver, Seneca Driver, and that is going to make it 26-6. And that was just an incredible catch, but he had to maneuver himself, Mark, from about 2 or 3 yards out just to get into that end zone.
Yeah, I mean, he's tough kid to handle. Like I said, he's long and lanky. And
number 18.
Carr will be on for the point after. Count it. 27-6 your score. We'll be back on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
So yeah, we've hit that time of year. Time to think about saving money. You know, the season of saving and upgrading at Appalachian Wireless. How about a brand new iPhone 13 for just a penny? iPhone 13 128 gig for a penny with a mix and match or unlimited plan. Terms and conditions do apply. Just visit AppalachianWireless.com for details. So let's do some saving and upgrading because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
$6:55 to go in the second quarter. Rebels are up 27-6, and they're getting ready to kick off to the Cougars.
Did I just hear them say Covington Catholic was down 6-0 on the score? Now that's big if that's the case. Cubcath, the favorite in 4A to compete against these 4A teams. They made it to the finals, I believe, last year. Ball goes out of bounds, so the Cougars will have great field position up at the 35. That was who Boyle County beat last year. But 27-6 right now, Cougars. Mark, mindset right now if you're the Cougars offensively.
Well, right now, you need to cut into this lead a little bit, so they need to just take their time, make the plays that they're used to making. Don't force anything silly, and just let it all hang out.
We just heard over the PA, Corbin 42, Wayne County 3. Ooh. We've seen Corbin play this Cougar team earlier this year, Mark Young, back in October.
Yeah, they've got a good ball club as well.
Shotgun formation to Kinser. Nice speed to break away. Good sportsmanship there by Brown as Kinser went out of bounds. Kintzer should be enough. That should be enough for a first down. We'll see where they officially mark it, and I believe it is. Yes, it is. A Hatton-Watts first down for the Cougars.
Again, that's what you got to stay within their game.
Back with the no huddle, out to Williams. Oh, and Williams brought down right away at the line of scrimmage, and he was brought down by Richards, and it'll be 2nd and 10 Cougars.
And that's a couple of quick plays that Richards has come up and made. I mean,
Sire Richards set a couple tonight. Holbrook going to roll out. Well, intended for Kintzer, sails out of bounds on the left side there. This will bring up now 3rd and 10 for the Cougars.
Yeah, Holbrook had to lob that one up because he had big driver right in his face, and the long arms, he had to get him up over it and just overthrew him.
Results down.
Slight breeze still here. Good crowd on hand here tonight at Rebel Stadium. Cougar Nation, as always, want to give you a great shout out. You always travel well. Just can't say enough about Cougar Nation. And again, thank you to the Granton boys in the truck for letting us have the extension cord tonight. 3rd and 10. See if the Cougars draw up here. Holbrook back, has time. Ooh, Smith with a nice catch. They'll mark it close to the 34, 33-yard line, and that's a Hatton-Watts first down.
Yeah, the Cougars just got to pick their choices here and keep this drive rolling and go down and score.
And, well, was there a penalty on the play, or did we miss that?
I didn't see it, but evidently they had a flag.
Yeah, believe so, because the Cougars are, as you said, coming back here, and the white hat will discuss with the other official. And let's see, are they going? And I don't know if they've wrote it an incomplete pass or what. I don't know. We're waiting. 6:18. Did you catch anything, Matt, on what it could be?
No, not as right now. The spot in his hand is incomplete pass.
Wow. Looked complete to me, but they said incomplete. So the Cougars, that'll bring up 4th down now.
I mean, the line judge even motioned the chains to move.
Yeah. It looked like a catch. And Coach Matthews will send the special teams out. Smith will be in the backfield. Bodner and Quisenberry back for the Rebels. Good snap to Smith. It's going to take a good bounce. And go down the ball at about the 19-yard line by Williams, and 6:10 to go until halftime. And Mark, Boyle County really just kind of mixing it up offensively here a little bit. We've seen some of that speed. They've had some passes. Some of them in the shorter passes have seemed to work for them instead of the longer ones that we've seen tonight.
Yeah, well, you've got so much speed and so much talent there. You know, getting the shorter passes and just turn them loose. We've seen the Cougars do it a lot this year with teams too. So this team has the same type speed, if not more, than the Cougars do.
Of course, Boyle County coming into the night riding a 31-game winning streak. Longest in the state, if I'm not mistaken. Handoff to Brown, going up left side, has some holes in speed, and he's going to be gone. This will be an 82-yard score if it stands. Oh, no, he gets wrapped up. And what an effort by Brett Smith. And Brown shaken up on the play inside the 5-yard line, but gets up, and you got to give Brett credit there. I thought Brown was gone, but Smith did not give up on the play, and that's going to be at least an 80-yard gain. And now Boyle County first and go from the Cougar 3.
Yeah, I think Brown was just kind of disappointed that somebody actually ran him down.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Well, you got to stay focused, you know, the whole time, and you never give up on the play. Never do it. What was that game back in the 90s when Alabama didn't give up on the play? I think when they played Miami. It was one of the two. Handoff. This is a new back in the backfield that they've handed off tonight. That's going to be Brock Driver, and he's going to take it from 3 yards out, and that is going to be an ARH touchdown. 5:30 remaining until halftime. It's now 33-6. Boyle County, they've now rattled off 20 straight points.
Yeah, I mean, they seem a little more determined now to to run the ball. They've mixed it up quite a bit.
Parr. Make it 34-6 back on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
So with 5:30 left in the second quarter, the Rebels have added some points on the board, so it's 34-6 as they get ready to kick off to the Cougars.
When they go back deep again, I think Williams is going to let this one, settle to bounds. So the Cougars will get it again at the 35. I thought there for a second before they scored, right as they scored that touchdown mark, I really thought Brown might have been shaken up there a little bit for Boyle County, but his player helped him up. But Smith again still made an incredible tackle.
Yeah, I think he was just shocked that someone ran him down. There's not too many kids that can do that. Of course, Brett Smith is a very good track star.
State champion track star.
So he was able to kick in the Swede and run him down. I think he was just disappointed because he was wanting to score.
Cougars with their largest deficit of the game. It was 13-6. Boyle County has rattled off 21 straight points. And now the shotgun formation. Johnson will have it, has a hole, and will have enough for a Hatton and Watts first down. It'll be close. It'll be close. Just about 2 yards shy of that. Richards on the tackle for the Rebels. Look close, but that was a great run there by Johnson. Took advantage of right up the middle. Now the no huddle for the Cougars.
That might be what the Cougars have to do is run some power balls.
And that's what they're doing. And he's going to have enough now for the Hatton and Watts first down into Rebel territory, tackled by a bunch of Rebels. You might have to go back to the saddle days with those saddle jack, Mark.
Yeah, I mean, I'm used to seeing that big 46 ramble around the fields at Neon years ago. So he wears that number in honor of him, and he does a great job running north to south.
Of course, you think about it, we're in the playoffs, second round. This time 30 years ago, the Wattsburg Yellow Jackets making that run to the semifinals back in 2A. Trip Stamper's dad, Billy, was on that team back in 1994. Here's the pistol formation. They go to Johnson again. He's going to break forward and stumbles, and hey, seen 3 positive plays in a row with Johnson running. Boyle County having a little hard time bringing him down.
Yeah, there's one thing about it. If he gets to the initial line of scrimmage with a head of steam, he's going to make some linebackers pay tackling. Because he's a big old strong youngin'.
Same formation. Fakes the handoff to Johnson. Has time and again, pass broken up there by Bodner. And right there, but tonight, Boyle County's had the opportunity to intercept it a few times. They've just taken their off of it at the last second, and Letcher Central very fortunate still to have the job here, or the ball here on 3rd and 7.
Yeah, absolutely. They had 2 Rebels that went for it, and I think one knocked it out of the other's hand. Ray went for it, and I think he didn't realize that Bodner had it in his sight, so we got a big break there.
It was Ray there, also that other defender that you talked about for Boyle County. Here we go, another handoff to Johnson. Up left, has some room, breaks the tackle. He's going to have the Hatton and Watts first down to the 30-yard line, and that is going to be brought down again by Driver, and another first down, Cougars.
Number 20, Driver. Play results, first down.
At the 30 mark.
Yeah, I mean, they've got Johnson fired up. He got up and pointed that it was first down, so he's wanting to run the ball.
Boyle County, with just a reminder, as it's getting close to halftime, Boyle County all 3 timeouts. Letcher Central has 0. Same formation again. Johnson in the backfield, and we're going to have a timeout. Right as I say that, Coach Haddix decides to burn his first of this first half. We'll take it with him back shortly on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
At People's Bank and Trust of Hazard, we're more than just your banker. For over a century, we've stood by your side through the good times and bad. We provide the local touch you want in a banker and the convenience of online banking when you're on the go. Plus, our checking accounts put money back in your pocket. With cashback options and rewards for banking local, we make your money work for you. Call us today to learn more about opening an account. Experience banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust of Hazard. We're here for you. Member FDIC.
.322 left in the second quarter. The Cougars are driving the football. The Rebels had to take a timeout there. Big Kobe Johnson's been rambling down the field, and the Cougars got something going.
Making himself a rambling man there, and the Cougars, I don't think they've stopped him yet when he's ran the ball on this drive, Mark Young.
No, he tends to fall forward anyway, so he's always going to get something most of the time.
Seeing Emma Adams hoping they get another score here. You know she'd love another chance at an extra point or two here tonight. Maybe multiple if this Johnson. Oh, they're going to go to Garrett Howard this time. Howard's going to be wrapped up by several Rebels. No gain on the play. So bring up 2nd and 10 for the Cougars. Just about under 3 minutes to go until halftime.
Yeah, Harris is hunting for a hole there. He's just going to have to lower his head because he's another big, strong youngin' that can really run the ball.
Cougars made it 13-6. Since then, the Rebels have rattled off 21 straight points. Cougars looking to kind of put some ice to that. As this time they're going to have, I believe that is Johnson again in the backfield. Let's see here. No, that's Howard, excuse me. And he's going to go up the middle and get a few yards, positive yards, about 3 or 4 on the play. And stopping there, pushing him back was Richards. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And now we have a flag come out late. And we'll see what the call is.
Stop by number 7.
Clock stops with 2:26 remaining until halftime.
There is a flag on the play.
Could this be a possible unsportsmanlike, Mark? Would you maybe see on that play for the flag to happen?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is unsportsmanlike. Well, because I said that. So it's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct on the Rebels, and that will put the Cougars with another Hatton and Watts first down, and that'll put them into the Rebel red zone. As again, that train horn blowing loud and proud here in Boyle County tonight.
I got to get me one of those.
I do too. I would ask that Cougar fan where she got it from. She's got like 4 horns connected to that.
It looks like it's hooked to cordless drill.
Same formation for the Cougars here. This time Johnson back in. He's going to go up, forward. He's going to pick up some positive yards. Maybe or maybe no gain on the play, but stopped by a host of Rebels.
Run by number 46, Kobe Johnson.
And of course,
stop by number
Letcher County Central looking to get another score here before halftime. If they can get a score here, Mark, that'll be huge because then they get the ball to start the second half, so give you a momentum boost going into the locker room.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they're looking for, to try to cut in this lead and build some momentum going into halftime.
8 on the play clock. Fakes the handoff to Johnson. Right side pass, and that is broken up by Brown, incomplete. And this will bring up 3rd down for the Cougars.
Yeah, that was just a little too far outside, trying to throw on that outside shoulder. And
number 8, Bubby McPherson with the coverage.
And check that. Brown did not have the breakup on that. That was actually McPherson there, Bubby McPherson. So here we go. Another 3rd down for the Cougars. Clock has stopped at 1:23. 10 on the 10 on the play clock now. Same formation, down to 5. Got to get it going soon here. 3, and they do just in time. Looking, pass, and that's going to be a pass, and it is. Yeah, great call there by the official as Brown had his check that, Ramsey had his defender beat. And I don't know if that was on Quisenberry, but if it was, regardless, it's going to be a 1st down for the Cougars and a big break. But Brown just had him beat on that play.
Yeah, I mean, it was either that or he was going to catch a touchdown. So You can't argue with that defensive play, actually.
No, you can't. Not at all. That's actually smart play. Maybe you, even if they get the first down, maybe you get some, or they will, and that's another Hatton and Watts first down. And, you know, now you get a chance if you're the Cougars to get that score. Actually, they're still going to mark it third down, so it's not going to be a first down there. It's on the official marker there on the sidelines, just to our left.
Yeah, it's just half the distance.
Receivers both ways. Johnson near Holbrook. Got Brenham in motion right to left. Holbrook rolls right. Throws it, and is it intercepted? Yes, I believe so. It is. And that was intercepted by Brown. And now that's the first turnover for the Cougars tonight. And just a tough heartbreaker there to have that happen. But now Boyle County will have it deep in their own territory to start this drive before halftime.
Yeah, they got a minute 13 taking down the field and 2 timeouts. So be interesting to see if they try to manage the clock and get a score in before halftime and send a message.
See what Murphy does here. Got the ball spotted at the 3 officially. He has time. Pass. And, dropped by Quisenberry. Had it up at the 30, but incomplete. And, boy, you think if some of those defenders for the Cougars would have been just slightly in front of that ball, that's an interception and possibly going 6 the other way.
Yeah, Smith was there. Kentzer was there. It was pretty crowded for him to cut across there, but he just wasn't able to pull it in.
Same formation here for the Rebels. 18 on the play clock. Brown switches sides this time. They hand it to him. Shake and bake. Brown's got room. Brown's still going. Nobody's going to touch him this time, I believe. We'll see if he's trying to catch him. But Brown is going to take it. Well, he almost got caught on the ball. Did it come loose? No, he held on to it. Touchdown, or did he get down at the 1? I didn't see. What did they call? I didn't see a signal for a touchdown. It was a touchdown, so 97 yards. That's now the flag on the play at the 50, around the 50, between the 48 and 49. So we'll see what the call is. Multiple flags there, Mark Young.
Yeah, they're way back here, so I don't know what's going on.
I didn't see it either. I was too busy watching Brown going, but he almost, I thought Letcher Central nearly cost him to fumble it up there, but he held on to it. 4 flags I see now. I saw 3 there earlier. Boyle County thinking the touchdown's going to stand. Coach Haddock's out there. If it does stand, it will be a 93-yard touchdown. If not, bring it back, and we'll see what they call. I think it may be a first down regardless.
Yeah, I think the call, it's personal foul calls after the fact.
Boyle County now backing up. I mean, Brown was gone. He just had a hole. He went right up the left and just had it. Still waiting on an official call. 53.8 seconds to go until halftime. If that does stand, that is an ARH first down, or touchdown, excuse me, well, with a Hatton and Watts first down. Flags are coming up, and we're going to get the official word. So it looks like the touchdown is going to stand as Boyle kind of goes down that into the end zone. Or the field, excuse me. Yeah. So the personal foul against Boyle County and Letcher Central, which will offset both of the penalties. The 97-yard touchdown by Brown stands with 53.8 seconds to go. And they did call. So they did, I guess, call a foul there and kept one of the flags. But Carr will go on for the extra point. Try to make it 41-6. Here we go. And there's still some discussion. Good crowd still here on hand tonight. Wind blowing, picking up a little bit more than it was back in the first quarter. 40-6. That's now 27 unanswered for the Rebels. Looking to make it 28. Coach Matthews talking with the white hat there. Mark, we're right in the middle of the Letcher County Central fans, so they're
well, they got on the horn,
rolling the horns
to
and
the other
everything.
side as well. So
yeah, they're starting it back up. It's going to be a war here, maybe, of who can be the loudest with their horns. Point after up, 41-6. Back on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
If 53.8 seconds to go in the second quarter. It's 41-6 favor of the Rebels, and they just announced that they would start doing a running clock.
Because of the 35-point rule, KHSAA did have it at 36 last year. A few years back, it was 42. You had to have 42 points on them, but at the 35 rule, that's what they're doing here, as Carr will kick it off as it's deep because of the penalty on that last series of play on the Brown 97-yard touchdown. 41-6, Boyle County on top. And Mark, just an incredible run there by Brown, and now we're going to have another flag on the Cougars here, sideline. But going back to Brown on that run, Mark Young, he almost caught the ball up again there. It was very, very close to being almost dropped there, but we have another flag here on the play. And Letcher County Central, they will have the ball to start the second half. 41-6 your score here in Boyle County. Of course, we talked about this season, Boyle County 11-0, Letcher County Central 6-5 on the year. And this being the first ever meeting between the two teams. And we're going to have unsportsmanlike conduct against the Cougars, they call. So it'll put them deep in Rebel territory.
Well, I think the line was objecting that they was running the clock and the ball was dead. So evidently they objected a little too strong because they got hit with the flag.
Play clock and game clock about the same. My formation here for the Cougars, or Kipsel, excuse me. Williams will take it off to the right, just up the middle. And that will be the last play of the half with your score. Boyle County 41, Letcher County Central 6. We'll take a break and be back in just a few moments on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe the good guys win.
I believe in cops and firefighters.
I believe in lending a helping hand.
I believe tough times make strong people.
I believe in insurance that's there in good weather and bad.
I believe in sticking together.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
People's Bank and Trust of Hazard, we're more than just your banker. For over a century, we've stood by your side through the good times and bad. We provide the local touch you want in a banker and the convenience of online banking when you're on the go. Plus, our checking accounts put money back in your pocket. With cashback options and rewards for banking local, we make your money work for you. Call us today to learn more about opening an account. Experience banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust of Hazard. We're here for you. Member FDIC.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
The Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance wants to inform the general public that Little Flower Clinic is a full-service medical clinic available for everyone. We accept most major insurances like the one your employer provides and Medicaid. Little Flower has an experienced staff of medical professionals providing all types of services from general physicians, mental health services, dental, chronic disease case management, and even chiropractic. We have on-site x-ray and laboratory services. Little Flower Clinic, everyone's medical home in the mountains.
At HCTC, we've got you covered. While you focus on completing your certificate, diploma, or degree, our success coaches will connect you with financial information, tutoring, and so much more. Stay on your path to success at HCTC. Call today at 606-487-3293. We'll never underestimate you.
So yeah, we've hit that time of year. Time to think about saving money. You know, the season of saving and upgrading at Appalachian Wireless. How about a brand new iPhone 13 for just a penny? iPhone 13 128 gig for a penny with a mix and match or unlimited plan. Terms and conditions do apply. Just visit AppalachianWireless.com for details. So let's do some saving and upgrading because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
For over 100 years, Buckhorn Children and Family Services has been changing lives across Kentucky, providing compassionate care, healing, and hope to families in need. From addiction treatment to foster care, residential treatment, and more, our programs help families and individuals build strong, healthy futures. Whether it's through evidence-based treatment for children or life-changing support for adults, we're answering God's call to make a lasting impact. Join us in changing lives and restoring hope. Please visit buckhorn.org or send your support to Buckhorn Children and Family Services in Buckhorn, Kentucky. Together, we can build strong, thriving families.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe the good guys win.
I believe in cops and firefighters.
I believe in lending a helping hand.
I believe tough times make strong people.
I believe in insurance that's there in good weather and bad.
I believe in sticking together.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
One.
9:57 left in the half, and we're back here at Rebel Field, and we've got a constant breeze blowing in as the temperature is dropping, Matt. It's getting pretty chilly.
Yeah, like I said, there's no mountains down this way, so that little breeze is not much, but it's constant. So it's kind of dropping, feel like about a 10 degrees wind chill.
You know, the Cougars have played good ball. The score doesn't show near what they've done. First quarter was 13-0. Cougars come right back and started off the second quarter with a score and made it a 13-6 game, and it's been all Rebels ever since then. Cougars have threatened a couple times, and they've turned the ball over within the 10-yard line a couple times, so score stands 41-6 at the half.
Yeah, the explosive play ability by the Rebels has really come to show tonight. A 97-yard touchdown. I mean, you can't get much longer than that. So it's only been a few plays, the difference it really is, but they've been some doozies.
Yeah, I mean, with their speed, once they break through the initial line of scrimmage, if they get that edge, they're hard to run down. Smith tracked him down that one time, I think, shocked him. But other than that, I mean, they've had 3 or 4 big plays where they just broke through the initial line and was gone.
Yeah, we've talked about Ramsey and Smith's speed all throughout the year for the Cougars. If they're within the area, they can probably run Quisenberry and Brown down, but have to come across the field like we've seen Smith do a couple times. Just a tall order.
Yeah, and like I said, and they've got just so many different kids that they can attack you with. The driver has made some great catches for him. He's a big, long, lanky receiver. We've called his name as much on defense as we have offense tonight. So
the driver's just built different. I mean, honest, I don't know if you can tell much on camera, but if me or Mark were to go down there stand next to him, it'd be quite a bit of difference. He's a tall, muscular young man. A lot of these balls he's went up and caught, he just went over top of the kids.
Yeah, there's. I mean, as high as he jumps and as tall as he is, I mean, they wasn't nothing that I could do about it for sure.
No, like I said, the Cougars have had a mix of good things going on. Holbrook's found some good plays down the field. Caught Smith here in this big catch on the sideline. Johnson there come in there late in the first half and was moving the ball well. So I said, unfortunately, with the running clock, it's going to be hard for the Cougars to try to mount a comeback on this one. But like I said, they had a lot of good things come out of that first half.
Yeah, the first half, they really showed up to play ball, and they've done it all year. I don't expect nothing less this second half. Of course, they get the ball back to start the second half with, and I just want them to finish out the year strong like they've been playing all year.
Yeah, like I said, just keep their heads about them, play good hard ball. But we have about 7 minutes here before the half is going to start back off. We're going to kick it back out for one more commercial break, and we'll be back here for the second half action on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
At People's Bank and Trust of Hazard, we're more than just your banker. For over a century, we've stood by your side through the good times and bad. We provide the local touch you want in a banker and the convenience of online banking when you're on the go. Plus, our checking accounts put money back in your pocket. With cashback options and rewards for banking local, we make your money work for you. Call us today to learn more about opening an account. Experience banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust of Hazard. We're here for you. Member FDIC.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
The Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance wants to inform the general public that Little Flower Clinic is a full-service medical clinic available for everyone. We accept most major insurances like the one your employer provides and Medicaid. Little Flower has an experienced staff of medical professionals providing all types of services from general physicians, mental health services, dental, chronic disease case management, and even chiropractic. We have on-site x-ray and laboratory services. Little Flower Clinic, everyone's medical home in the mountains.
At HCTC, we've got you covered. While you focus on completing your certificate, diploma, or degree, our success coaches will connect you with financial information, tutoring, and so much more. Stay on your path to success at HCTC. Call today at 606-487-3293. We'll never underestimate you.
So yeah, we've hit that time of year. Time to think about saving money. You know, the season of saving and upgrading at Appalachia Wireless. How about a brand new iPhone 13 for just a penny? iPhone 13 128 gig for a penny with a mix and match or unlimited plan. Terms and conditions do apply. Just visit AppalachianWireless.com for details. So let's do some saving and upgrading because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
For over 100 years, Buckhorn Children and Family Services has been changing lives across Kentucky, providing compassionate care, healing, and hope to families in need. From addiction treatment to foster care, residential treatment, and more, our programs help families and individuals build strong, healthy futures. Whether it's through evidence-based treatment for children or life-changing support for adults, we're answering God's call to make a lasting impact. Join us in changing lives and restoring hope. Please visit buckhorn.org or send your support to Buckhorn Children and Family Services in Buckhorn, Kentucky. Together, we can build strong, thriving families.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
With about 50 seconds left before the time on the clock runs out here at halftime, this cool weather and Rebels not even back on the field yet, so I'm sure they'll add 3 minutes to allow them to stretch and get loose, to keep anybody from getting hurt. And the second half will be underway before long, man.
Yeah, it's I'd say they're in there in the warm, just to be honest with you. Like I said, it'd be no reason to come out and warm up, sit in there with a heater. But yeah, like I said, the second half getting ready to kick off. The Cougars already come back out. They're kind of getting warm, throwing the ball around.
Yeah, Emma Adams has been down there kicking PATs for a while now. I think she's upset with herself because she missed that one earlier, but she's had a phenomenal year this year.
Oh, yeah, Adams. been really solid, outstanding. She's actually really been super consistent. Even hit the field goal last week against Taylor County. So it's is she just a sophomore? Is that what you said?
I'd have to look. I don't remember if she's sophomore or junior. I taught her in school, but
I was just trying to think if she'd be back next year. So either one of those, it works.
oh yeah, she's a sophomore.
So that's good. Like I said, getting strength, you can see her keep backing up. Just get more leg strength into it. The Rebels have made it back out on the field. So like I said, the Cougars will receive the kickoff to start the second half. Let's see if they go back to Gunnar Holbrook, or maybe they'll go back to Johnson. Like I said, they had kind of mixed results there on the throwing, but Johnson was consistently gaining yards.
Right. Well, if they run Johnson and Howard and they start stacking up on the box, I'm sure Holbrook will go back to throwing. They were given about a 5-yard cushion to the Cougars there, and Cougars started making those little quick, short passes and drove it down. Like I said, it stalled inside the 10-yard line on 2 different occasions. They got down there, but, they just got to finish up.
Yeah, we talked about Ramsey and Smith's speed. It looks like the Rebels knew about it as well as we did. They were getting, like I said, those 4- and 5-yard cushions to try to be able to keep up with those fast wide receivers.
The Cougars just come down relaxed and play hard-nosed football like they have all year long. At the beginning, I think it was a little bit of a shock for the Rebels, but they adjusted and got down to business. So
yeah, we've been getting consistent score updates from the PA announcer here, and the biggest one so far, Mark, to talk about is Cove Cath is actually down 7-13 to Johnson Central.
Yeah, that's a big game there, and it's got a lot of repercussions on down the line, I'm sure.
Well, if you go back and look at the schedule, like it's kind of weird how it got there. Johnson Central and Cove Cath, you think of that could almost be a championship game,
right?
In 4A. So it's like, how did it get this in the second round? But either way, however it got there, is, like I said, a big game. Everybody's watching tonight, and right now Johnson Central has the edge.
And, you kind of, you kind of have to root for Johnson Central way just because they're from the mountains.
Well, yeah, and if you're from down here, you root for them just because you think Cove Cath. You don't want to play Cove Cath.
Absolutely.
But like I said, I had I'll have to watch the Johnson Central Breathitt game this year, and that little running back, can't remember his name off the top of my head. Johnson Central running back, he's just in another class. You would think it was kind of like tonight you're talking about Quisenberry. He just doesn't need much. You know what I mean? He just needs a little hole. Yeah, he has the acceleration, the speed. He can get loose.
Yeah, when I first started hearing about Quisenberry, before I watched some of the film and stuff on him, I was thinking, here's this big, strong kid that's just dominating. And he's not big in size, stature, but, man, he sure makes up for it in talent.
Yeah, he's got the skill. You talk about, if you're just watching him run his routes, it's precise. You watch him doing his sprints, it's tight and precise. Everything he does with the next level of talent. So I said, yeah, he's just a great kid. I've never heard anything out of him besides him just being a good football player, and that's always a good thing. So he committed to West Virginia to start with, but now he's actually committed to UK. He kind of pulled his recruitment from the Mountaineers and went to the Wildcats, which a lot of people in Kentucky are glad to see.
Yeah, and he showed a lot of class there. A couple of times that with Cougars catching the ball around the sideline, he easily could have made a tough blow, and he just kind of pushed him on out of bounds and showed a lot of class.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we need to change the quarter there.
Set to kick off Boyle County.
So getting ready to set it off here, Boyle County. And thank you, sir.
10 out.
So we're on.
Yeah, we're online.
Hey, guys, 2 things. Jacob Tammy is not here. And on top of that, the lines were so long at the concession stand, I could not get you all the hot chocolate.
I'd say it was all about the hot chocolate over there.
Yeah.
Hey, it was Leah.
And what a kick.
Yep. Bar on that kick, little trickeration with Brett Smith there out to Williams. And boy, that's a good little pickup there. So, Mark, Letcher County Central. They got it to 13-6. Since then, it's really been all Boyle County. And we know it's the running clock and everything, but we know as well as anybody else, this Cougar football team, they never have a giving up spirit, and that's been shown tonight.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about there at the half. They come down, play good, hard-nosed ball like they have all year long, and that's what we expect from them, and that's what they've come and done.
Holbrook back. Back split both ways. Johnson will take the handoff. Goes left and center. And again, gets positive yards just out past the 20. Did you get any more playoff scores there during the break, Matthew?
We had quite a few, but the main one we've been talking about is the Johnson Central's up 13-6 over Cove Cath.
That's big. Was that at Johnson Central or?
It'd be at Cove Cath.
Oh, wow. They've had a rivalry throughout the years, those two teams, back even when they were in 5A. Second down for the Cougars. They actually gave 5. Williams on the handoff. He's going to have the Hatton and Watts Law Office first down. Spoke with his dad during the break on hand tonight, and Brett Smith's family, and another first down. And so the Cougars moving the ball here on their opening drive.
Yeah, they regrouped at halftime and went right back to their style of ball, doing what they've done all year long. And that's what got them here, so that's what they need to stay with.
Ten minutes now here in the third quarter. Breeze is picking up. I think you all are hitting the wind's hitting you all pretty hard. I came down a level. Table's blocking me. Johnson in motion. He'll take it. And brought down in the backfield.
Run by number 46.
It's going to bring up second down now for the Cougars. If you look at what the Cougars have lost over the last few years, lost a lot of offensive power, brought a lot of players back as well, too, that were juniors here and seniors and have just had a really good year. I mean, one of the great bright spots about LCC is just the talent and level of players they've had, Mark, in this program over the last 3 to 5 years.
Yeah, I mean, they've established a good program here. Coach Matthews has done a good job. It's just getting all the right pieces put together at the right time.
And a pass intended, a good call here by the official. We're going to have multiple flags, pass interference, as it was intended there for Brandon, but on the coverage was, and guilty of the flag was Bogman. And I wonder, Mark, if they're not only going to throw the flag on the pass interference, but maybe on the extra play after the ball was thrown. I don't know. We'll see. Because there are 2 flags.
Yeah, I just think they come from 2 different officials for the same call.
So it will be against the Rebels. And first down, Cougars. It's a Hatton and Watts farewell. Let's see. They'll give it the first down if it's the spot of the foul or close to it. And that will bring, we'll bring up second and about short for the Cougars.
No, they're moving the chains.
Okay. Well, I'm just looking at the thing there still in front of us.
He just hasn't changed it yet.
Now the official, Hatton and Watts, first down. Under 9 to play here, third quarter. Johnson will go center to the right. Gets out to the logo with a B. Gain of about 3 yards. Letcher County Central, I'm going to officially mark it 2. A gain of 2. Came in, beat Taylor County last week. Shut them out at home 37-0. Boyle County 57-7 over Perry Central. And Letcher County Central here, as we mentioned earlier, came in on the Big Red tour bus tonight. Came in like rock stars. As when we were here, they were entering the field, or the gym, or the field, and were full of energy. Still got it. Holbrook looking down the right side. Oh, Branham nearly had it. Let's bring up third down for the Cougars. Right there on the play, though, for the McPherson for the Rebels.
Yeah, we've called his name quite a few times on pass coverage tonight.
Only turnover for the Cougars was the interception by Brown there right before the half. And then on top of that, Boyle County has yet to turn it over. We've seen a few flags here and there, but been pretty well officiated game tonight, Mark.
Yeah, it's been a pretty clean game as far as football goes.
Out of the shotgun. Holbrook has time. Comes pressure. Gets the pass off. Nearly picked off. Again there by McPherson. This will bring up 4th down for the Cougars.
Yeah, like I said, we've been saying his name a lot here on pass defense.
Number 8, Bobby McPherson with coverage. Brings up 4th down.
I just love the name, Bubby.
Yeah.
Of course, you think about it, Mark, this time 20 years ago, this was the last full year of the Letcher Eagles and Whitesburg Yellow Jackets and Fleming Neon Pirates. Hard to believe they're entering 20 years, and just to be an LCC, being a school and football program has been to the 3rd round of the playoffs in their history.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big difference in what it was back then.
Pass incomplete, intended for Speedy. Back there on the coverage for the Rebels was Turner, and clock rolling and turnover on downs, and the Rebels will have it in Cougar territory.
It's going to be interesting to see if he does a lot of substituting. I see a lot of different numbers out on the field, so I'm thinking that may be the case here.
Of course, we talked about Coach Haddix. He went 75-23 at Corbin, or Perry County Central, and 64-18 at. He was 75-23 at Perry Central, went 64-18 at Corbin. And as we have the run there, it's quarterback keeper, and that was, Turner on the run. And you look at just what he's been able to do here at Boyle County, 49-3. As we mentioned earlier, 31-game winning streak. He's been to the state championship finals 6 times as a head coach, 4-2 overall, and had a tough loss there at Corbin to Louisville Central, 20-19. But since then, he's really been able to get it going. Had a tough scare against Corbin a couple years ago in the state championship game, winning that one 32-26, as the handoff there to Smith for the Rebels continues to move the ball forward out to the right. And just Coach Haddix, a lot of pressure coming into him coming tonight. Really, the pressure was all on Boyle County, if you think about it, Mark, because riding a 31-game winning streak, it's hard to continue to keep that going on and on and on. You got to wonder, when does the energy and the gas run out?
Right, and the Cougars came in kind of relaxed and was ready to play.
They were. Warm-ups were great for them tonight, as again they give it off to Smith up the middle, and depending on what happens, I think in that Covington Catholic Johnson Central game will determine. Check that was ISO on the run there. And but what we're going to say is that Johnson Central, I think if they pull that win off, I think they will more than likely make a trip here next week.
Yeah, that would be a huge win for Johnson Central for sure.
Outs both ways. Taking his time there. Turner, of course, 3 touchdowns on the season. Missed tackle as Smith Heisel tries to run.
By number 27.
And 3 touchdowns, as I mentioned, Guy has on the season. He's passed for 246 yards. And actually, he has a rushing touchdown this season. He's rushed for 53 yards.
Yeah.
Same wave on the tackle.
Even with the substitution stuff, they still have a lot of speed out there on that field. So they're not losing a whole lot of speed by substituting.
I noticed Nathaniel Shipman out there tonight.
Cougars are going to have to just tighten up their belt, play D in this group, because they come to play as well.
Turner out to the right. Falls forward on 3rd down.
Yeah.
Run by number 1, Guy Turner.
And it's going to be a first down.
And if that is the case, and it is, as you said, Mark Young, that's another Hatton and Watts first down, Boyle County. Running clock here, breeze, still slightly good, I know we thought maybe earlier when we were on the Parkway it was raining a little bit, but no rain here tonight. I know you'd mentioned earlier, Mark, that some of the turf was a little bit slick for some of the players, and we've seen that a little bit tonight. 9 on the play clock. They go to the handoff to Smith Heisel again. Smith Heisel's had an interesting rushing year this year. Following Quisenberry and Brown, he still has, coming in this game, had 154 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns. And so, as you mentioned, the depth, outside of Quisenberry and Brown, you still have other players with Smith Heisel, and on top of that, Gage Feltner, 3 touchdowns apiece.
Yeah, I couldn't help from noticing that last play. I think the referees kind of missed the call there because he clearly was inadvertently face masked by the Cougars.
Smith Heisel again, wrapped up,
Run by number 20.
goes center there. And that should be close enough, possibly to another first down. Colton Stidham there on the tackle. 1:20 remaining here in the third quarter. 41-6 your score.
House was so quick to be a little guy. He can bounce around there. It's hard to get a beat on him.
Of course, in 2020 at the state championship, Coach Haddock's had his first year, 31-28, beat Franklin County in overtime. Again, they go off the Smith Heisel, and he takes a hit. You also look at it, too, in 2021, Johnson Central, they defeated 30-13. We mentioned the Corbin game, and then last year had no problem with Covington Catholic, 41-0. And Coach Matthews, as we mentioned earlier, he has done such a great job here at Letcher County Central. He was an assistant under Coach Holcomb all those 3 years at Letcher Central. He's done such a great job with this program. And again, these players not giving up at all, still with a lot of heart in them. This time, the pass, it's caught into the end zone. Touchdown, Boyle County. And that's going to be Nathaniel Shipman, and that's going to make it 47-6 Boyle County. And that was a 7-yard touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a nice fade route to the corner. I was beginning to wonder if the fireworks got froze up over there, but evidently not.
I think they're going to let them see if they wait till the fourth quarter, start the fourth to do the point after, if they'll just let them go ahead and do it because the clock did run out. We are at the end of the third quarter.
They'll probably just do it with no time.
Yeah. It's looking like they're lining up for 2 possibly here. They are. So they're not going to go for the extra point. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion. It's Turner again in the backfield. He's going to roll out to his right. And the attempt is no good as it sails out of bounds. We played 3, 47-6 Rebels over the Cougars. Back shortly on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe the good guys win.
I believe in cops and firefighters.
I believe in lending a helping hand.
I believe tough times make strong people.
I believe in insurance that's there in good weather and bad.
I believe in sticking together.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
And at the beginning of the fourth quarter, 47-6 is your score as the Rebels get ready to kick off to the Cougars to start this fourth and final quarter of the ball game.
Mark, it's so hard to believe, and Matt as well, too, that we're already in the second round of the playoffs of the high school football season. It just feels like it has just flown by this whole season.
Yeah,
how do you all feel about it?
We've had some great games. We had a good time, like I said, but it feels like I said, it should be just now getting to playoff season.
Yeah. Well, I think the unseasonably warm weather we've had up till now, this now feels like football weather.
Carr, nice kick, goes into the end zone. Cougars will have it 1st and 10 on their own 20. You know, I think what's really interesting, just say this really quick, who would have thought, talking about football, I want to switch it to college just 1 second. Who would have thought we'd be this far along in college football and Texas and Tennessee would be the only 2 teams in the SEC with 1 loss only? I mean, Matt, your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, we've seen it over the years. As the SEC is just such a tough league from top to bottom, they're bound to be upsets and beat-ups. I mean, you can be the best team in the country, but you play 3, knockout SEC teams in a row, you're bound to lose one.
Yeah, I think that's a reflection of the Neal stuff as well. So,
Oregon and Ohio State sitting pretty good right now. Hand off to Johnson, goes up the middle, falls forward, and wrapped up. And, getting back to that, you look at it, Georgia, Alabama, both with 2 losses. And, this week, tomorrow.
2 losses.
Yeah. Well, I was going to get to that in a minute because Georgia beat them, but I was going to say it's really quick. You look at it this weekend, Tennessee and Georgia, and that's going to be a big game. Bryan Station trailing, we have a final. Madison Central beat Bryan Station there in 6A, 21-19. Sergio scored a pass long as same formation here for the Cougars. 2 back split. Williams will take the handoff, and he's going to be wrapped up by a host of Rebels in the backfield. And but back to what you're saying, Ole Miss with 2 losses. What are those 2 losses? Kentucky and LSU. So, and I think what's interesting this year in college is the fact that it's going to be who. And Madison Southern has lost to Pulaski County 49-14 as the PA fellow here at Boyle County announcing the scores there. What I was going to say is that it's who legitimately is 1 and 2 in the SEC. It's not the SEC East and West, and it's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out. I think 3 on the play clock here, down to 1. To get it off just in time. Nope, penalty on the play.
Flag on the play.
But your thoughts on that, Mark? Who do you think there's going to be controversy in the 12 of the playoffs, or do you think it'll all end up being fine and dandy?
I think the way they've got it set up, there's always going to be controversy of some kind. Somebody should have been in or they shouldn't be in, and I don't know a better way to fix it, so I don't really complain about it. But at the same time, there's always going to be controversy when it comes to that type of setup.
4 on the play clock here. Out the pistol. Johnson will take the handoff, goes right side. Breaks several tackles.
Number 46.
And will be enough, I believe, for a Hatton and Watts first down. It is.
Yeah, Kobe's been running really, really hard today. Like I said, he's been running really, really hard tonight, and he's wanting to drive that ball down there and get him the score.
I just want to piggyback off Mark's point just a second ago is we had a 14 playoff. You always heard the 5th and 6th complaining. Now we got a 12-team playoff. We'll probably hear the 13th and 14th complaining. So
it never fails. Handoff to Johnson, has some room. Louisville Central, they just said, over the PA defeated Garrett County 18-7. We came through Garrett County today through Lexington. And second down here for the Cougars. Yeah, and then when you get to this actual first of the college format playoffs, you kind of wonder, in a sense, who's going to upset who? Because it just seems like this season in ways has kind of been unpredictable.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun show to watch, I believe. So
8 minutes on the clock to go. Handoff Johnson. Nice run. Falls forward. Just past the 45 to the 46. It should be enough, and it is for a Hatton and Watts first down.
Johnson always hunt for a linebacker when he comes through there so he can get a run over someone if he can.
In the 4th quarter, Covington Catholic 14, Johnson Central 13.
And you just heard over the PA, Covington Catholic has taken the lead over the Golden Eagles of Johnson Central 14-13. Close game there.
Yeah, that was the 4th quarter score.
Yeah. Yeah, wasn't final. Handoff to Garrett Howard. Breaks out, lost some yards, and then was pushed back. Yeah. It's going to bring up third down and long for the Cougars. Garrett Howard having a good year this year. Talked to his mom earlier this season, and she said, of course, his dad played for the old Cumberland High School, Cumberland Redskins, and when he played for Cumberland, he got 23 tackles in one game once. And Tresney Howard, whom I work with at Cowan, she told me, Mark, that what her son's goal is in his Letcher County career is to eventually break that 23-game season single game tackle record of his dad.
That's a big shoes to fill, but now he's tried it several times.
Yep. Johnson inside Rebel territory will bring up third down for the Cougars. But, that's got to be just father and son. That's got to be just a fun little thing to have back and forth to do that. And I tell you, Garrett he's got the potential he's got the power to do it.
Yeah, he's a big, strong youngin.
It's going to be about 3rd and under 5 for the Cougars here. Keeping moving the ball on this play. Howard will come out. Johnson will come in. Of course, the Cougars this season, big wins over Breathitt County and Perry Central. They got the loss back from Perry Central last year. Holbrook looking, throws, pass, incomplete. Intended for Speedy. This will bring up 4th down.
And talking about Howard's tackles, him and Kinser all year long, if you were watching that 4A tackle leaders, they were always consistently in the top 20 of the state in the 4A there. So Howard and Kinser have been all over the place all year.
Yeah, I mean, we've called their name almost repeatedly every ball game that we've called this season.
These Cougars have just been so hungry all season long. You had the momentum coming in when Brett Smith won that state championship in the track meet. He's running in motion now and gets the handoff. Takes it up right side. I believe he got it.
Oh, yeah, he got first down.
And that'll be another Hatton Watts first down. Yep, guys saw it there on the far side to the 39. And the Cougars moving the ball again.
Got 4:45 left in the game.
Yeah. Gunnar Holbrook, of course, having a solid campaign this year and just really been a good overcoming that injury. Of course, Kobe Johnson, when you look back on this season too, Mark Young, Kobe Johnson had that injury, missed the Hazard game, but he's come back. It didn't keep him out of too many games, but what a senior year he's had. And he's had a pretty good game here tonight, running up the gut against this Rebel defense. Smith, intended for him, incomplete. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Cougars there again. Ray on the coverage.
Yeah, I think Kobe really has it set in his heart. He's wanting to get down there and try to get a score in before this game ends. And I just don't know if the Cougars are going to be able to get down there or not.
Jackson Meads had a solid year this year as well, too. Trip Stamper always bringing it for the Cougars as well, and just overall. And I really loved how the Cougars, how they honored seniors, senior night, Sam Webb as well, too. Just a lot of these Cougars have been a part of some monumental wins in Cougar history program, or in the program's history, as Williams will take the handoff, wrapped up by a host of Rebels.
Yeah, again, I mean, he tries to find a seam there with his style of done, and he gets about 3 or 4, but then they all gather up on him. So.
And of course, you look at that. So check that. Sorry, Garrett County and Louisville Central still going 24-7. One of the wins that I think was pretty big, and it was the largest win in the series when Letcher Central defeated Hazard 54-7 in 2023 up there at Cougar Field. And that was a big win in the program history. They played Pikeville a few years ago. That was back in 2021, handoff to Williams. And, of course, Williams, he is just giving it all. You talk about him with the Cougars, but not only on the football field, baseball field, but just really big into the drama and theater program at Letcher Central and does a pretty good job with that. Mark, I think even Trip Stamper does some acting, too.
Yeah, you've got several of those kids that are involved in that, and I mean, they're just great leaders, not just on the football field, but in the school as a whole. And as far as that goes, the community.
Be 4th down for the Cougars. you know, these Cougars helped out when the flood happened in 2022, and just the resiliency that they did to help the season go on. As Williams, see if they give him the first down or not. It's going to be close. Yeah, they do. Yeah. First down, Hatton and Watts. First down for the Cougars. Yeah, they had to go through that. They helped out big there with the flood and all the victims, and just up at Letcher Central, and brought the work ethic. You know, one of the things that Coach Junior Matthews used to tell me, and one of his big visions is that after these Cougars leave the field, that they become successful in what they choose to do after the football field and be leaders. And he has pumped out several leaders in the past as the pass intended for Kinzer broken up incomplete.
Yeah, like I said, these kids, like I said, during you're talking about the flood thing, they really stepped up community-wise. They helped give out supplies to people, but man, I saw some of these kids out there wading through the mud and muck and shoveling out houses and businesses in town, and I mean, it's just phenomenal how they stepped up. And I'm never so proud of the youth of Letcher County until that happened.
And it was so big and huge. And as you said, yeah, even the pictures that they had on social media, and just even talking about it and going through and still having a season and bouncing back is just an amazing thing to see. As we did get a final score handoff to Williams there up the gut, under 40 seconds to play now. Final score in 4A, Covington Catholic 14, Johnson Central 13. So Covington Catholic comes back and ekes out the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, you know, that was evidently a tough-fought ball game.
And that will be the last play of the Cougars season. They gave it their heart. They gave it their all. They will fall to 6-6 to conclude the 2024 edition of Cougar football. Boyle County moves to 12-0 and now has a 32-game winning streak in the state of Kentucky, as we see Coach Justin Haddix and Coach Junior Matthews embracing each other. Two Mountain boys, two Mountain men talking there at midfield. And final score here from Boyle County High School, Rebels 47, Cougars 6. We'll be back on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe the good guys win.
I believe in cops and firefighters.
I believe in lending a helping hand.
I believe tough times make strong people.
I believe in insurance that's there in good weather and bad.
I believe in sticking together.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
$47-6 your final score tonight from Rebel Field, or Rebel Stadium here in Boyle County High School. Mark Young, it was 13-0 Boyle County. Letcher Central made it 13-6 and fought hard. But then after that, the Rebels rattled off 34 straight points to close the game. But Letcher didn't give up didn't give up at all and played till the very final, all 4 zeros on the clock.
Yeah, I mean, they've done it all season long, and you know, I'm really proud that they made it to this point of the playoffs, and they come off the bus. They, like I said, I talked to several of them, and they were ready to play. They were loose and relaxed, and knew they had a tough road in front of them, but they were ready to give it their best effort, and I feel like they did that tonight. So, you know, got to be proud of this Cougar team.
And one of the things I just want to say really fast here is they didn't even look intimidated at all tonight, because a few years ago when they played Corbin in the playoffs, they just didn't. It was a different team, but some of these guys were young. They just didn't know what to think. But tonight they brought it here. They brought their A game, and just an incredible effort. In a 6-6 season, nothing to hang your head about that, because you finished with the winning year.
Well, absolutely. I mean, like I said, and they were 2 or 3 games that was just teeter-totter there, but a game of inches, so to speak. We saw one of them literally was just a game of inches. So, the score, or the record rather, doesn't reflect the way these guys have played all season long. And like I said, they need to hold their heads high because they represent Letcher County very well.
They definitely did. And I want to say really quick, thank you to all the sponsors that help get Cougar Nation and Cougar games on here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. And I want to thank everybody at the administrative offices at the school. And ultimately, I want to thank, too, here, Matthew, for having me on as a guest for Bluegrass Sports Nation. I've enjoyed it. Looking forward to the basketball portion with Mark Young. And thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of the big nation of Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Oh, we loved having you. And like I said, it's just that's been fun for us. Like I said, we hadn't done as many Letcher games unless they played some of our other local teams. But it's been an honor just to be able to watch this program grow and watch these kids grow. And like I said, there's bright things ahead here for the Letcher football program.
Definitely. And we want to thank you for watching us tonight on Facebook and YouTube. And everyone, please have a safe trip home. And again, until basketball season for Mark Young, I'm Anthony Versalia. Everyone have a great night. And we'll see you next time on Bluegrass Sports Nation. Good night, everyone.